I was 15 years old when the I Have a Dream speech was made by Dr. King on this day 50 years ago. And I was a sophomore in high school, and it caused me to really stop and think about my future and what I wanted to do and how I could be part of the solution as opposed to being part of the problem. And so that inspired me to want to go to college, to get a graduate education, to ultimately go on to become a faculty member and an administrator. So Dr. King has always been someone I've looked up to. He was a role model. He was someone that I admired and still do today.
Great. And, you know, a lot has changed since this day 50 years ago. How do you feel about the progress that's come?
I think we're making progress. I don't think we're all the way toward achieving his dream, but I do think we've made some positive steps. I think we have a much more integrated society, a much more diverse society. I think that we've taken some steps toward more social justice and equality. But I think we have a ways to go in the overall society before we actually achieve the dream that he set out for us. And I think he understood that. I think he understood that this was an everlasting journey that all of us would take well into the future.
Yes. Talking about Ohio University, how do you feel that Martin Luther King and, the March on Washington, how do you feel like that changed our campus?
Well, I think Ohio University shares Dr. King's dream in this regard. That I came here as a freshman in 1966, and Ohio University was one of the first public universities in Ohio to really increase its efforts to diversify its student population. So I came to Ohio University 3 years after the March on Washington, at a time when this university said we must become more diverse and create more educational opportunities for all citizens in Ohio. So I was part of the recipient of the I Have a Dream speech. So I think Ohio University has embraced Dr. King's vision. I think that we have taken active steps over these last 50 years to become a much more diverse campus where equality is very, very meaningful, not only for students of color, but for gay, lesbian, and other students on campus and faculty as well. So I think we have totally embraced this notion of diversity and inclusion, and I think that is a significant part of what Dr. King dreamed about.
How does it feel, to be a black male and leading college university, something, that Dr. King spoke about?
Well, I'm here today because of Dr. King and all of the other marchers and freedom riders and civil rights leaders. I am a direct recipient of the benefit of all of their hard work, and for many of them giving their lives. So I realize each and every day that I have a special opportunity that's been afforded to me because of the hard work of others. So I'm standing on their shoulders. I am eternally grateful for the opportunity that I have and hope that during my tenure, I'm giving something back. I'm providing more opportunities for students of color, for other people to come to this campus who otherwise would not have that opportunity.
Great. Anything else you want to add?
This is a special day, a very special day in American history. Dr. King's speech arguably was one of the best speeches in American political history and certainly stands out in the 20th century as being one of the most significant speeches ever given.